Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is not working too well. Today I'm bringing you a recipe that I messed up two times. Two times I messed this up. If you watched my chicken recipe that I just put up a couple days ago, I told you I was going to make zucchini with pasta sauce and I messed it up. Now here's what happened. On the recipe, it says tomato paste and diced tomatoes, both in a can. Now when I was writing this down and going to the grocery store, I don't know why I didn't even think like maybe you should check how many ounces you need. No. So I just bought whatever I found, whatever, fine. And then I come home and I realize, oh, I don't need 6 ounces of tomato paste. I need, for some reason, I thought it said 18 ounces of tomato paste. So I go back to the store, I get more tomato paste. Now I'm sitting down, I'm making the recipe as I'll show you, and I'm realizing, oh, I don't need 14 ounces of diced tomatoes. I need 128 ounces of diced tomatoes. Now to be fair, if you look at the recipe, it says 1 to 8 ounce can, so it looks like it says 128 ounce can. Really, I needed 28 ounces of diced tomatoes, not 128 ounces of diced tomatoes. All I had though was a 14 ounce can of diced tomatoes. Thought I need 128, so I diced up a bunch of my Roma tomatoes that I had, which came out to be like 26 more ounces. So I had like 40 ounces of diced tomatoes in this recipe and over half of the amount of tomato paste that I actually needed. So I made a lot of pasta sauce, okay? And I have a lot of pasta sauce left over. If you're going to make this, please make it correctly. Please look at the ingredients. I'm going to write down below the correct ingredients and use those. To be fair, it still came out amazing. I still love this dish. The zucchini, it really does taste like pasta, especially with the pasta sauce, with the turkey. Now I can only imagine my mom laughing at me as she's watching this. I will read directions next time, guys. So without further ado, let us get into the zucchini pasta.
Okay guys, for this recipe you're gonna need a white onion, garlic, and then your canned tomato paste and diced tomatoes. Make sure you read the recipe down below to get the right size. These are not the right sizes, so don't take from this video. And then there's the diced tomatoes because I thought I needed more. And then ground turkey. I use 99% lean ground turkey. Olive oil, extra virgin, spices of your choice. This is just like a complete seasoning, and basil leaves. And then 3 zucchinis. So first thing we're going to do is chop up the white onion. We're going to need about half a cup of chopped white onion. If this is your first time chopping white onion, or not first time, because it's not my first time, you may tear up a little bit. I always tear up. I hate onion. I hate cutting it. It hurts me. But you take about half cup. Don't really have to measure that out. And then we're going to mince about 3 tablespoons of garlic. I unfortunately did not measure this out because I didn't really want to use 3 tablespoons garlic because garlic really affects my stomach. So I just used about 3 cloves in total, and I don't have a mincer, so I just sort of like chopped it up like that, and yeah, called that a day. So that's really all the prep you're gonna need, and then you're gonna start making the actual sauce. So you put a tablespoon of olive oil onto a large pan, let that heat up a little bit, and then add your garlic and onion. And you're going to let this simmer for about 2 minutes. Then you're going to add in your turkey, like so. Oh no, I jumped back. And then just kind of break it up and let it brown like that. Now you'll notice that I switched over to a large pot because, you know, I didn't realize that I had so much sauce and it did not fit in this pan. So I'm just putting on the seasonings that I chose, not really too much, but I put in a little bit more later when I had it in the pot. Right after that, basically put everything else you need in the pot, bring it to a boil. So I had to add some water because that was kind of, you know, chunky. Bring it to a boil and then lower it down to a simmer for about 10 minutes, cover it and leave it there. Now I'm just going to zoodleize my zucchini. Just put it in like that. I wanted to make them more like spaghetti size, but I don't know where that attachment is, so they're kind of thicker noodles, which is fine. I also eat these raw. You can also cook them if you prefer, but I think they are better and taste more like pasta if they are raw like this. I only actually zoodleized 1 zucchini because so much came out and I was not expecting that. And then the other ones I just kind of zoodleized throughout the week. I keep saying zoodleized, it's not a word. Okay, so then when the pasta sauce is done, I basically just put it into this large container. I am not meal separating these as I did my previous chicken recipe, just because, again, there's so much pasta sauce. So there are my containers, and then I'm going to show you how I go about eating them. So I just measured out about 5 to 6 ounces of zoodles, and then for the sauce, I just kind of measured out. I had 2 containers full of them. I measured how much the containers were, divided it about by 4, and then put it on top and added 2 tablespoons of shredded Parmesan. So there is the zoodle recipe.
Well guys, that was the recipe. It still came out really, really good. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any requests for food that you want to see, of course, let me know. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel and follow my Instagram. Love you guys. Bye.